Hi, welcome back. This is the one important thing. How hard work you have done for your SAP SD or SAP, any other module preparation for that matters. It has equal importance. Your resume preparation, SAP real-time experience resume preparation, SAP ECC or S4 HANA, that we are going to see in another few minutes. Okay, let me share the resume of one sample. So if you look at here, this is one of the sample case I would like to show you. So here it can be anything, either left side or right side, but most probably most happening thing. Just mention your full name and email and mobile number here. Here, if you are certified, you can able to maintain SAP SD slash, if you have experience in S4 HANA, SAP SD slash S4 HANA consultants. And probably certain things, they don't put the title here. They'll put the name and email here and a mobile number this side. Sometimes title. It can be anything. It doesn't make any difference. It's always, you have to remember, okay, font that matters. Most of the times in real time, they will try to add the font Arial, not Arial bold actually, wherever it is required, there you can able to do it. Okay, this is one of my colleagues' resume. Okay, if you look at here, see this summary, which talks about what is your overall experience and domain experience. If you look at here in this resume, having 9.6 years of experience in SAP SD. Here with S4 HANA 1709, that also he mentioned. Nowadays, previously it was SAP SD, ECC so and so version. If you way back to 10 years ago, but here now S4 HANA is also there. But if you don't have a S4 HANA experience, there is no point to mention here. Okay. And again, 2 years of sales experience for this resume. Okay. Experience on cross function modules like FICO, MM, WM, and PP. That means this person actually worked with closely with for integration modules like FICO, MM, WM, and PP. Here, if you have on-site experience, that also you can able to highlight it. This guy traveled to Singapore, Africa for project requirements. Okay. So even if it is 1 week or 3 days, also you can highlight it so that it will have an added advantage. If you travel somewhere, that means you can able to handle the client. So, or else something you have overcome your barriers at offshore level. So it has a bright chances to get shortlist your resume. And again, it is very important. For example, if you travel to US, then they understood this guy on SAP SD has worked on US relevant requirements. And not only that, you can able to maintain your domain experience. I mean, domain in the sense, the domain where you have done your project, like agriculture, retail, or FMCG, banking, okay, manufacturing, telecommunications, or else utilities, you can able to maintain the project where you work, that you can able to highlight it on your experiences. So when they look at the summary, they can able to make out whether what is the weight of your resume. Like this, summary is very important. Certain guys, they're mentioning technical skills, highlighting you can able to, I have good idoc and EDA experience also. They're highlighting. I'm very good at intercompany sales, 1 or 2 points. Okay. So here you can able to maintain, I'm good at all SAP SD, all business processes. You can look at here. So the version where he is worked, he is highlighting 1709. Now it is 2021, 2000. It doesn't make any sense. So he has some experience on S4 HANA when it comes to SAP SD. Support, rollout, upgrade, and implementation. Along with this is the experience he is mentioning. You can able to talk about your implementation upgrade. Specifically, you can point out your on-site experience, your highlights. Basically, summary is all about your highlights. You just have to maintain. Here having, see, certain guys, some guys are trying on a 4+ years of experience, around 4 years. If it is 3.9, that means 4 is reflecting number on their mind. This guy is just away from 4 years, so that he is having almost capable to compete and 4 years of experience. Okay. Or else 4+ years of experience if it is near to that. So like that, you can able to highlight instead of keeping 3+, if it is just away from 3 or 4 months, 3.8, then around 4 years, you keep it. That will create an impact for creating, for shortlisting your resume. Okay, almost near to 4 years. In the similar way, if it is 5 years, you can able to do that. Need not explain the numbers much. Okay. So this is one thing you have to highlight your profile. Probably like I will show you in future one more resume. Okay. These guys see that, initially worked as a your domain. If you wanted to make it separate, if you have more than 15 years or 16 years experience, such people, certain times if they worked, then it is good. If they are not worked, better not maintain here your domain experience. There is no link between your domain, but the gap it's supposed to be covered. I will explain in another video. What are all the things? I think I have covered one video. Actually, you can able to go it if you have a gap in your career, what kind of answer you're supposed to give. So if you look at here, worked as a senior marketing manager, Sam Tech Private Limited. This guy worked for 2 years. Okay, if you have 10 years, 6 years, 8 years, what is the domain experience that you can maintain? If you don't have domain experience, no problem. So these are the, this guy worked as SD consultant, senior SAP SD consultant, certain time. He might be lead or manager also, but still in resume, they're if they wanted to work on technical basis, so they will maintain here like this. Okay, Cognizant, an entity. Okay, Infosys is his current company. Don't worry about these years based on the duration. Always, why your resume will not be shortlisted? Because of two reasons at this point of time. They'll maintain experience at times. If any company, if he really less than, if he has having documents, that is fine. Otherwise, if it is less than 1 year, it will create an impact. This guy cannot able to sustain in our company less than a year. Who cannot go ahead? One company is okay. If you maintain more companies less than a year, your resume will not be shortlisted. And if you have really that experience also, your resume will be on gone case initially before having a technical interview. Okay. So when you have this experience, certain times, guys maintaining this experience properly, but whatever the project they are mentioning in other duration, that is also one of the biggest thing, like, easily caught by recruiters. Minimum small mistakes can create a lot of impact on your life. In the similar way, this experience history also you have to maintain it properly. Certain times, one time I worked, but I have maintained wrongly. So this is how the mind works actually. At the time, be careful at the time of preparing your resume. Of course, that is different story. I have everything so that I have given that justification. I got the job. That's not a big task for me. When it comes to skills, if you have SD S4 HANA, keep SAP SD S4 HANA here. Highlight here. So you can use these arrows, would be good, or else bullet points, or else don't maintain anything. When it comes to format, I told you, right? The font should be either 8 to 9. So this guy maintained 11 or else max 10. So it is Arial would be better. So it depends. No one is not caring much until if you have that skills to handle actually. Okay. So this is all about your work history and maintain SD skills. This C is the very, very important thing. Okay. So this guy maintain all business functions wherever he is having experience. Let me try to highlight here. So if you see this OTC cycle, so here OTC cycle means order to cash in a short term. P2P means purchase to pay for vendor side, and QTC, quotation to cash, also will be there. Depends on the project. In SAP SD S4 HANA, what he worked, he highlighted. And experience on configuration of different sales document types, item categories like this, pricing procedures. What are all the, key areas you can able to show the confidence that you have to mention. If you have the list, you have that practical experience. Okay, that is fine. You have that, training experience. That is also fine. If you don't remember, don't maintain here. That is what I would like to maintain here. Many people maintain skills here. In entry board, they are in full tension. So when interviewer asked for interview not in a position to explain these things, then the initial impression itself it is gone. For example, make to order, if you're confident, then only you maintain. If you have cash sales and rush order, if you are confident, then only you maintain. Intercompany sales or third party sales, if you're confident, then only you maintain. If you don't have any confidence, then what is the point to maintain? Okay, so this is a real-time resume. If you see this configuration of billing documents, billing types, customizing invoices, certain places he may have done some enhancement and issues. So this is the thing highlighted means he's inviting opponent to ask some questions. Anything I can able to answer at billing level. So Fury application. Okay, Fury for S4 HANA, if you have don't maintain this is for ECC, you will be gone case. Okay. So look at here. So if you are only trying for ECC, then in this resume, whatever the highlights for S4 HANA Fury, don't worry about that. ECC only you have to maintain. You can look at here exposure and debugging. Okay. If you say exposure, then that is fine. If you said that debugging, I am expert, then they will ask different questions. So they can easily make out whether you are honest or not. That is what more important when you try to get into the industry first. Okay. So G reports, idocs, and user exits and experience in CVA settings and FICM credit management. Then he maintained actually. So if you don't have S4 HANA, if you have experience, that is fine. If you don't have FICM, don't maintain. LSMW migration cockpit LTMC. Okay. So like that, these are the migration tools in your rollout project or else a final go live preparation for data uploads. Okay, just maintain like this. Don't maintain here experienced professionals, good management skills, good team leading skills. No one will who will cares you. That should be naturally should you have if you have technical skills. No one is demand in the market, right? No one is that much harsh. So that you need not highlight. You highlight what is the technical skills you have. Suppose if you are good at free of charge, subsequent free of charge. You maintain here, then you should be in a position to answer these questions. Otherwise, there is no point into maintain. Okay. So if you don't maintain also, if they ask a question, then if you're not in a position to answer, then you can say that, I have seen, but I don't have experience, practically in my project, but I will give a try. Okay. To give an answer. For example, pricing you haven't highlighted, but they wanted to ask some questions on pricing. Probably they might have a requirement out of their interest because SD pricing is so important. That's why they might have chances to ask. So here I will give you one tip. Okay. Here I'll show you one thing. If you look at here, this is my profile for sales and distribution. This is like more than 103 hours with 356 lectures, including all basic functions. So if you really wanted to highlight, if you wanted to get the depth, you can try this pricing course. And I'm telling you, this is the course where SD business processes. Okay. SD business processes means, I'll show you 1 second. Okay. This I close it. Let me try to open here. So if you look at here, all these are the business processes what we have sales and distribution like proof of delivery, consignment sales, credit memo, intercompany stock transfer, make to order, export order, individual purchase order, third party sales order. All these are, here I have highlighted 17, but it is more than that. So if you look at here, export order, okay, invoice correction request, okay, inter STO, I have repeated somewhere, screen missing. That's why, quantity contract and value contract. All these are business processes you can highlight in your resume. Okay, you learn this course. Specifically, it will be useful to you. So before going an interview, if you would like to refresh just before a day, just watch all these business processes. You will get that confident. At least you can able to face some 3 to 4 questions out of your 10 questions actually. Okay, this is one thing. Especially you just, if you are a fresher, then you highlight all these business processes. Probably we'll discuss on a fresher resume about this one. Actually, I'm supposed to discuss on this. And in the similar way, if you would like to be highlighted on pricing, like, better don't go for pricing requirements and alternative condition value, base value and, alternative calculation type. You will get a different real-time questions. If you wanted to be ready for that, or else if you say the standard, I'm very confident in pricing, then you have to go through this course. See, all my courses I have framed in such a way that it will be useful to you. For example, you are highlighted in rebates. At least you know the standard here. Okay. So for shortlisting resume, it's not a big deal. If you maintain here all these business processes and skills, it will be shortlisted, but be careful about your process and what you have done. That is the questions you get on that. Okay. You can try all those courses. I'm just providing those links below the video. And if you look at here, my first project, not my first project, it is done by some real-time guy. Okay, Infosys, he is working. So he has done some XYZ client you mentioned the project, it is a green implementation. Greenfield means that is S4 HANA project. You can able to highlight it. Actually, he has to mention the technology. Senior consultant, SAP SD. OTC consultancy he has to maintain. He haven't maintained. That is different story. So all these small mistakes, it will give you a lot of doubt whether you have really worked or not. But this guy is worked actually. He is one of my colleagues. So roles and responsibility, if you look at here, and analyze the client business process, provide business documents preparation as is, like, studying the current system on the 2B, what exactly need to be, modified, and your BPD document presented in a kickoff meeting. That means he's attended initial project kickoff meeting, build the SAP by the setup enterprise structure and all these things. He is a senior, then he has highlighted whatever the things he has mentioned, designed in a new pricing procedure. That means he worked on pricing exclusively, preparing a functional spec against gaps. Okay. And worked on unit integration testing and preparation of end user training documents, and provided assistance to core users for completing UAT, preparing templates for master data into the production system. All these are the highlights. Support to the team members to resolving the issues based on priority. In implementation also, face to face, UAT or else before UAT quality team, they might highlight the issues that he resolved on a priority. This is a proper way of, working resume. Next client, some ABC client, support and EHP. Okay, certain duration where he worked and senior consultant. See here, this is support project, resolving SLA on daily basis, sending initial, assigning, updating status, categorizing the tickets based on user priority, and collaboration with the technical team, because it should be necessity. If it is enhancement or support and enhancement project, there should be always have a dependency on your tech team to get write the code modification or write a new code. It get resolved. Maintaining issue log and detailing information on provider. Okay, all those stuff. Here EHP 8 upgrade project also. When upgrade happens also, up and run, if it is after upgrade, if it is working or not, that need to be checked. Unit testing and UAT is supposed to be done. This is about upgrade project. Again, next company is NTT. Data hands-on basis configuration relevant with reference to organization document of so and so. What are the configuration? What are the G reports he worked? Involved in developed test plans and test scripts to carry out the quality system. And probably he might have worked unit testing and prepared the test scripts for quality also to assist testing team, prepare master data templates in production system, upload open sales orders by using BAPI. You see this? Okay. Business application programming interface provided KTT users. Probably they have used Excel to upload the sales orders before go live. So next, LKZ. This is also your client interaction with business users, analyze business process, experience in develop functional spec, and so he closely worked with BA. Then how you work? Then there are questions will comes into picture. Helped users for testing scenarios. Okay. Next, one more client. This is again support, analyzing problems. Okay. So prepared process related documents like RD, CABA configuration. Okay. So this is his own way of his project relevant terminology. Coordination with the daily troubleshoot the tickets, attend weekly meetings. Okay, you will have daily and weekly meetings. So this is again rollout roles. What he has involved. Daily weekly meetings with business users because data requirements, configuration. Okay, he has to set up variant configuration, class characteristics, probably that is manufacturing or something else he required. Develop the order acknowledgement, invoice forms, functional spec writing for output forms, maybe through by using idoc or without using idoc. Most probably you have to remember whenever you mention in your resume, EDA and idoc, okay? You just blindly follow this course. 5 scenarios I have explained, okay? Don't rate my course and rate yourself. That is more important in your learning. If you don't understand and, obediently write your queries through Udemy or YouTube instead of rating me, that is useless, okay? SAP SD, EC, S4 HANA pricing. If you want S4 HANA, you can try this course. And apart from that, functional spec, anywhere if you mention, better learn how to write a functional spec first. Otherwise, after getting job, you are inside of the gate. They don't have any mercy on you. Anytime they can throw you out from project and our company. Learn the skills. That's what I'm telling. Getting master to write functional specification. This much obedience and this much patience I have. 9 hours. I have given my lectures. Just go through this course. What inside in it, where you are in for this work, and you try to learn. I'm a bit serious about my career, so certain times I spoke so harshly. If somebody hurt because of this, I don't have any issues. Okay. Involved in post production support and user manual config documents. Okay. Worked on pricing and output determination intercompany sales. Okay. Attended solution review meeting. Okay. If you mention this one, roles and responsibilities, if you don't know what is intercompany sales, how it is working, your entry gone. Updated customer master data LSMW, customer condition master data as per the requirement. That's what he is mentioning. Next one is cognizant client and so on. Like, here you can see he is highlighted again. Support day-to-day business transaction, resolve issues, prepare the report status. Okay. This is again another support project. Test scripts. Okay. G reports and all those stuff. Okay. So whatever you're confident that you can able to maintain. This is again cognizant. Online support for users in daily sales operations, add a new functionality, material determination, free goods and credit management. If you maintain like this, then you should be in a position to answer. Provided user manuals for new developments, attending weekly meetings. Okay, all the stuff. Okay. This is his domain experience. For example, if you worked for credit card selling, you maintain your roles and responsibilities. If you worked for hotel industry as a salesperson, you just mentioned about how you did corporate sales. If you work for advertising industry, how you made the tariff deals and all those stuff. This is all about your non-SAP experience. You need not specifically mention non-SAP experience, like domain experience, or else you'll just keep that company so that you will have one additional save question. They will ask you what you have done in this company. You can say that this is my domain experience so that 1 or 2 minutes it will be killed in interview code. This is how you have to highlight it. Okay. If you are really confident enough, I'm telling you, on top, you can maintain EDI docs so that if you don't have confidence, don't maintain those things, you will be in big trouble. You can tell that, in my project, EDI docs is there, that was handled by another senior colleague. I didn't get an opportunity to work, but I have a knowledge. Just mention. You can mention knowledge. If it is work, you work. There is a difference between how you have knowledge and what you have worked. What you have knowledge, if you said that you have worked, you will have a cross question. This is the reason why you guys, most of the times, not shortlisted, not selected. We follow the standards and including from font to bottom, how you maintain domain experience. This is how you can able to help yourself to get into the industry. That's all from my side. If you're really interested, all these are the different courses designed in a better way. Okay. Okay. I wish you all the best. Let's catch up next session. Till then, Jai Bharat. Okay. I wish you all the best. Don't worry. We'll get through. Stand on your words and do the work accordingly, and you will have your own day. Then you will be in real time. Respect your elders and respect your parents and respect others from whom you have learned the things. All the best.